So tonight's primary appears to have gone off pretty smoothly.
And we haven't had any reports of any major issues at this point at polling sites or with vote counting.
Channing Curtis joins us live tonight from the Supervisor of Elections office in Duval County. Channing?
That's right, guys. So things are really starting to wind down here. I am joined now by the Supervisor of Elections for Duval County, Jerry Holland. And Jerry, been out here all day long talking to you about really the process for counting all of these ballots. Now that things are winding down, what is next for you and your team?
Well, we've got a few things to finish tonight. One is we're required to count all the vote-by-mail ballots. We had about 600 or 700 come in at the end of the day, before 7 o'clock. So we'll finish those before we go home.
Well, wow. So you have a lot to do, but really not a whole lot, because earlier you were telling me a lot of these results actually come in right after the polls close.
They sure do. And, we were very fortunate. We got finished by 9:04, all the precincts reporting. So it was a good night for reporting-wise.
And one thing I know, we kind of touched on this one a little bit earlier, but no real major hiccups at any of the polling locations or anything like that, not that you're aware of.
No, I tell you, it was a almost perfect day. I mean, you're always going to have, we had electricity go out at Mandarin, we had an AC unit go out at a polling location, those kind of things. But really, the staff did wonderful, both the poll workers and our full-time staff.
And so now for the next steps, we know we'll get the rest of these results you mentioned. Like you and your staff will probably be here for maybe another hour or so, but then things do pick back up tomorrow, correct?
Yeah, the last thing we do after we finish tonight, we'll come back in and go through the provisional ballots. Now, these are voters, there was some question of their eligibility when they voted, or they didn't have an ID. So we'll be able to process those and maybe count some of those. We'll just have to go through and check them.
All right. Thank you so much for your time this evening. Thank you all. And reporting here from the Duval County Election Center over on the north side of Jacksonville, Channing Curtis, First Coast News on your side.